for pesticides will rise and in turn lead to a bump up for chemical makers who provide the raw material, or at least that's the hope. So let's also talk about all of that and more, along with the demand and whether that started rising, with Ms. D. Ram Reddy. He's the managing director. What is the way forward? Expectations, and what we read is that, the second half of the year, it's going to be mainly benefits of all the expansion that you have done that's going to be the main kicker.
Yes, we are expecting, even though raw material prices have come down, we are expecting what, as we guided, 1,000 to 1,050 top line by the year ending. And same with the overall, apart from the first quarter slowdown, I can see we can do the average EBITDA should be around 18 to 20%, and even EPS should be around 35 to 37 rupees for the current year, what we can see basing on the current trend. And because of the over rains, we were a little worried on the agro season, but maybe coming quarters we see a little brighter because of the water table. And last quarter definitely should be very bright.
So even though you've seen erratic rains in this quarter, you've done well with regards to the overall volume offtake. I think it was higher mainly in the amine derivative segment, which was a 15% Q-on-Q growth. Specialty chemicals, I think, was about 3% odd. Let's talk a little bit more about each of these segments, including the agrochemical sector, and how do you expect it to stabilize in the second half, and how do you expect these sectors to?
Out of total basket, we have almost 50 to 55% into the AP and pharma industry, where we see the current trend in the amines growth between 8 to 10% in the current growth without considering the agro. If the agro takes boom in the fourth quarter, definitely it will be more than 15% growth in the amines industry. And what we can see in our industry, that our subsidiary, which is mainly basing on the agro industry, that is Balaji Specialty Chemicals, where we produce some specialty chemicals like EDA and all. We are expecting for the last quarter it should be going streamline, and for the coming year, next year, that subsidiary will do minimum 300 to 400 crores top line, and it should come into the profits from the next year, being a first year.
Let's talk about how do you anticipate the volume ramp up to be in this second half? With even new products that you're going to be bringing on stream. I believe there are a whole lot of other products that you're going to be starting off. Let's talk about that and how that adds on.
That new capacities like Morpholin, what we have added the last 2 quarters, will go in full swing in this coming off year. And along with that, the acetonitrile, which we have started just this quarter only, and these two will give top line growth as well as the bottom line also. We expect around minimum 10% growth in the values by the end of the year.
So with these 2 new products, I believe acetonitrile and THF, how much of an addition is this going to give?
See, THF, current scenario, what we have only one plant where we can do either of the products. So we will be doing, basing on the market trend, we will be doing only acetonitrile this current year. If this goes continuously, we are going to add the additional equipment to have a separate plant for the THF, which will come in the next year. On this acetonitrile, we are expecting around 2,000 to 3,000 tons in the coming 2-3 months time. Minimum 3,000 to 4,000 tons will come into the volumes.
And how big is?
And of course, this Morpholin was earlier having only 3,000 capacity. Now we added 7,000. That will also come all put together about 7,000 to 8,000 tons in the total on year basis.
How big is the opportunity in EDA for you? You've also mentioned that you have 2 or 3 top customers where you are seeing demand coming in. So how big is this opportunity?
Yes. Actually, EDS total consumption is only in major consumption in India only. But actually, last 2 years, if you see, the country has imported more than 29 to 30,000 tons per year. So our capacity is near to 35,000 tons of the capacity. We expect, may not be this year, but next year definitely we expect more than 25,000 tons of the sales we will see in the EDA.
And also
we are only people in the country making this product. And all these days, the country was depending on imports, which was coming from the outside the country.
So all in all, with the new products as well as the overall product mix, you're expecting H2 to be much better. Aside from that, the an additional point here is the environmental clearance for the mega project, which you're expecting sometime in November 2019. This project is going to manufacture ethylamine, MIPA, IPA, amongst other products. When do you expect the ramp up to start happening and the contribution of this to start?
This quarter we will start in this month end. We will start the land digging, and we already ordered some of the equipments, and we expect around 8 to 9 months from this month to start the production, because it's only duplicating. We are already having the existing plant. We are going to increase the capacity. We are going to add the ethylamines 50 tons per day, adding the additional capacity. We expect next financial year, last quarter, we expect some turnover will come from this mega project. And next after next, definitely it will give more than 150 to 200 crores from this mega project. And we are adding a new product that is DMC, dimethyl carbonate, also we are adding in that mega project, which is also again first time in the country. Presently, country is importing from the outside country. So that also new product will give special turnover as well as bottom line.
So, Mr. Reddy, you expect the clearance to come in the last 10 days, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering, the size of the market is pretty high and you are a nascent player there, or maybe the Indians are still substituting for the imports of the past. The question is the pricing, and it is linked to, I reckon, the global pricing as well. How have prices behaved for amines in the last, say, 12 odd months? And how confident are you of prices staying stable or moving up? Or is there an overhang or a possibility of the prices coming off in 2020?
Actually, amines, there is no import threat. All the amines and ethylamines, which is the lowest cost price in the world, I can say. Also, we are very much competitive for the methylamines and ethylamines both. Only this EDA, because all these days people were habituated only for the import because nobody was producing, it will take some time to ramp up to coming into the utilization of higher capacities, which I am talking about the next year.
Sure.
Price point of view, we are very much competitive.
I'm sure of that. What I'm trying to gauge, Mr. Reddy, is in 2 or 3 of your largest products, you might be competitive, yes, but the pricing could still come off if indeed the global prices come off, because I reckon these are global commodity linked prices. So is there a risk of a price erosion in any of your key products in the next 6 months?
I don't think, because as I said, ethylamines exist. Both the plants are zero debt. There is no debt as on today, because these are started about 7-8 years back. We don't have any liabilities on those plants. We can very much compete with anybody in the world. If anybody coming today to compete that, they will be having the today's capital cost. So ours is already zero cost. So that's the reason there is no question of any competition, what I can say.
With regards to Balaji Specialty Chemicals, how was that moving in terms of exploring export opportunities with reach? Do you feel that is going to take some time, it's going to be staggered and a more modest ramp up with these new lines in FY20, or it's going to pick up pace?
We have already got the reach registration, and we already started a couple of containers. This quarter we have exported a couple of containers to the Europe and other countries. Maybe the coming quarters I will see. Yes, you are right that it will take some time, but coming quarters definitely there is a good opportunity for the exports also for these products.
Okay.
Top line, we prices are stable and they are very much for last 2-3 months. If this is a trend, then value growth, because the basing on the raw material products also reduce prices. That's the reason we guide around 1,000 to 1,050 crores for the current financial on between 18 to 20% on.
Okay, we wish you all the best. Thanks so much for taking the time. That's Balaji Amines for you. Confident looking okay and confident that price erosion won't happen in 2 or 3 of their largest products. That is a fear that usually plagues the specialty chemical, the chemical space. Balaji Amines confident that that will not be the case as far as their company and their products go. The next conversation is with SIS.